Do you know what question I get asked a lot? It's the question of why won't he commit? And you know what my answer always is? The better question is, why are you still with him? Seriously, why are you still with him? Because if you know you desire a committed relationship, and this guy's not even casting any vision for the future. In fact, he don't even talk about the future. He's just kind of going about life day by day. Then you've got to ask yourself the serious question of, is this guy what I want? Is he aligned with what I want? Does he represent the goals that I have for my relationships? And if the answer is no, then trying to get a guy to commit it's like a fool's errand. Trust me, I know, I've been there. I actually shredded every ounce of dignity that I had when I was dating a guy, and he never talked about the future, no vision casting, no anything. I decided to take it upon myself. After all, I'm ambitious, I'm a go-getter kind of woman. I don't sit back and just wait for life to happen. I'm going to go make it happen. And I asked him what was the status of our relationship and where did he see it going? And do you know what he said to me? Right, blank stare. And that told me everything I needed to know. Now, I do not recommend this, ladies. I tell you why. There is a little bit awkward after that silence and you don't get the answer you're hoping for. Then it's kind of like, well, moving right along. You shouldn't have to do that, because a quality guy who's ready to commit, he's not going to leave you wondering. He's not going to leave you guessing. There's only a few reasons why a guy doesn't commit. I mean, he's emotionally unavailable, serial dater, or we have to be honest, he's just kind of hanging out with you until he meets his wife. So those are typically the reasons why, but I don't want you to waste your time trying to get a guy to commit. And now you're probably thinking, but Stacey, all these guys that I meet, I attract them, none of them want to commit. Listen, that is not true. I have clients that are getting married. Scroll through Instagram, you'll see people get married all the time. People are actually committing. There are good guys out there that are committing. So now the question is, why are you attracting guys who don't want to commit? Well, I will tell you that it's typically the guys who are non-committal that play the numbers game. It's kind of like the more women I try and connect with, the better my chances, because I'm not trying to get serious with any of them. So it's like a numbers game. If I try and connect with 20 of them, maybe 2 of them will take the bait. Doesn't matter, because I'm not trying to commit to either of them. But a quality guy is more discerning. First of all, he doesn't have the time to just keep throwing his bait out there thinking, okay, I'll go for her. He's not doing all that. He's not playing those games. He's looking for a specific type of woman. Well, then you need to ask yourself, what is it that he's looking for that I'm not doing? Well, thank God for you. I've got a solution for you. I have my Uncover Your Love persona and assessment, and I wish that I'd been able to take this when I was out there single, because I had no idea how I was coming across to guys. I was coming across, later I would get feedback. Even my husband now, he was able to articulate and actually tell me, some of the things that, a guy would actually perceive. But I'm thinking, because I'm very nice, I'm very friendly, I love to laugh, I'm easygoing, I'm chatty, I'm thinking all of these things. But guess what? None of that was translating. And then couple that I was in a male-dominated industry in a leadership position. So I was coming across very defensive, very distrustful, just like aggressive, and it was all wrong. And a lot of times that is a struggle for professional women, because what works for us in our career, in our professional life, doesn't always work as well and translate as well as our dating life. So it's so important to know how you come across to people, how they're perceiving you. You probably, like me, don't have a clue. And then you find yourself wondering, wow, I thought we were connecting, and then I never hear from them again. Or I'm so frustrated because guys tell me I'm intimidating, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Well, you've got to start taking a look at some of the feedback that you're getting and thinking, you know what, there may be something there. And that's why you need to know exactly how you're coming across, how you're being perceived by your potential partners. And then when you know that, then you and I can get on a video session and get a strategy to say, hey, here's what's working and here's what's helping you that could attract great guys. Here's some things that could be hindering you that, could be actually repelling the exact kind of guy that you want. Now, I know you're probably thinking the same thing I was thinking. I shouldn't have to, get somebody to help me with this. I shouldn't have to, have somebody tell me how I'm coming across. I should be able to figure this out on my own. Of course you should be able to. I used to think the same thing. It's like, okay, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're ambitious, you're educated. Certainly, I shouldn't need somebody to help me with this. Well, actually, you do need that objective opinion, because here's what I have found. You can should your way all the way to single, where you keep thinking you should be able to figure it out, but that's not what's happening. And it's okay to actually figure it all out. I'm accustomed to speaking to live audiences, training with people in person. I'm not accustomed to a digital space. And I've got all of this great content, books that I've written, all of these papers that I've done, all of this. And I'm thinking, okay, how do I now take this part of my business and digitize it? I had no clue. So what did I do? I've learned the value of hiring someone who knows exactly what I need to know that I don't know, because I know how much time and energy and resources that it can save me. And that's all this is. This is saying, hey, here's an opportunity for you to short circuit the process and figure out what is it you're doing or not doing, what should you be doing or not doing based on your personality and your behavior traits to help you attract and call in the guy that you want. Because I will tell you this, you will keep going on the path that you're going, and finally you'll have to ask yourself, how's that working out for you? It didn't work out for me. I kept going and finding myself in one failed relationship after another. I want better for you, and that's why I have this opportunity for you. It is the absolute lowest price to work with me one-on-one, and I'm doing this because I know how critical it is for you to take this first step to get information that you don't have, to know what you need to know. In fact, if you kind of reject getting information that you need that can help you reach your goal, that's sabotage. You don't want to sabotage. I know you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to want you to do is you can either click the link in my bio, you can DM me, you can say ready in my DMs, you can send me a heart emoji, hey girl, hey, you can send a message in a bottle. But you don't want to miss out on this. This offer is only available until Monday, the 14th of September at midnight Eastern Standard Time. I've still got a few spots. If you know this is you, if you're thinking, wait, the holidays are coming up, it's going to be the end of the year before you know it, and you don't want to end this year the same way you started it, thinking, you know what, this is going to be the year I'm going to find my forever guy, and I should be able to do this, and it's not happening. I want you to be able to figure this out, and it all starts with knowing how you're coming across to your potential partners, why you're attracting the kind of guys who are not ready to commit, because you can either waste time trying to figure out why your guy or the guys you meet won't commit, or you can invest time and invest in knowing exactly what you can do and what role you're playing in attracting the kind of quality guy you want and deserve that is ready to commit. So if that's you, go ahead and take advantage of this. In the meantime, I want you to ask yourself, if you've been at a 6 to 9 month range and this joker's not showing any signs of commitment, you're going to have to be willing to do something different. And I want you to be bold enough in the comments, leave me a comment and actually commit. How long are you going to wait? Are you going to give him another 6 weeks, another 6 months, maybe 6 hours? But whatever it is, I want you to start thinking about what needs to happen different to get you where you want to be.